Well, next, if you've been on the high street doing your Christmas shopping, you'll maybe have noticed that our town and city centres have more and more shops sitting empty. But could these vacant buildings be the key to solving our current housing crisis?
Experts say the government is focusing too hard on new builds. Instead, they say reusing old retail space could be cheaper and quicker. James Webster reports.
Enjoying some time off from work at his home in Leeds, Javid moved into this flat a year ago. Before this, the 20-year-old had no permanent home.
You always feel like a burden for whoever's sofa you're staying on, and just not even having a roof to call your own can be difficult and stuff like that. A lot of my mates that did take me in, it was like I'd stay there for a few days, but know that realistically I did need to be out and then try find somewhere else, stuff like that.
Before it was flats, this building was standing empty. Now it's converted, it provides much-needed living accommodation in a good location close to shops and other facilities.
There's a big sense of belonging, do you know what I mean? Just having your own keys, your own house to come home to, and you're not really relying on anybody else. It really did put me on my feet.
And it's not just unused houses that could be brought back into use, according to some experts. By 2029, the government wants an extra 1.5 million new homes. Analysis for the Yorkshire Building Society shows in Yorkshire and northern Lincolnshire, more than 15,000 could be provided by repurposing commercial spaces that are standing vacant.
Whether it's factories, whether it's shops, whether it's offices. I live near York. If you walk around York, there are a number of great examples. So my grandfather used to work in the chocolate factory in York, and this laid empty for many years after it sadly closed. But actually that's now been repurposed into housing, and so it retains a piece of the city's heritage and delivers new homes. Or if you walk down Coney Street in the city centre, there's a whole row of shops there, and there was vacant space above these shops, and those are being converted into residential properties.
There are organisations who specialise in converting disused properties. Latch, based in Leeds, bought this 3-bedroom family home and are investing time and money to get it ready for a woman to move into with her 3 children before Christmas.
When you're doing refurbs like this, it looks a mess for absolutely ages. It looks like nothing's progressing. But then all of a sudden it just like flips and it's like, now it's starting to look like a house and a home and stuff.
Why, in your view, is it so important that we are looking at using existing houses and bringing them back into use in the way that you're doing here, rather than just building new ones?
Well, the main advantage of that approach is it's quicker and it's cheaper to create an home. We've looked at new build ourselves, but in terms of the process, it's longer and takes more money effectively. So if you want to address an immediate waste of social resources, which is what housing is, it's there available, and why can't we do it?
The government says it is overhauling the planning system to make better use of brownfield land and existing buildings, adding that this will help reach their target of 1.5 million new homes. But there are still those who believe there are more opportunities to use existing buildings, which are standing empty at a time that more homes are needed. James Webster.